You are watching Talk Central. Welcome back to the program. It's time to meet the Talk Central gang, or what we like to call here, #TC gang. Let me just let them introduce themselves. Apart from This Is S or Sharon Mundia, I'll start with the guy sitting right here.
Okay. My name is Njoka Macharia. I'm a social media or digital marketing strategist. I work with School Digital. I'm also a consultant on digital media.
Njoka, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Tiandela. I'm a social media marketer, influencer. I'm a blogger, social media trainer, and basically anything to do with social media.
So you guys, you've been following what's happening to Sharon. You've seen everything that has happened.
Yes.
She's a celeb on social media, so to speak.
Yeah, she is.
What do you think about
not anymore then, yeah.
Not anymore. I think you still are.
I mean,
I'm just wondering why the air quotes. She's a celeb by her own right. So I don't see where you need the air quotes for that.
I'm sorry.
She's a celeb.
I've removed them. She is a celeb.
So celeb.
What do you think about her social media branding, so to speak, and her blog for that matter?
Okay. When I started following her work, it was earlier, probably last year or the year before. And what I found interesting was how she was using all the medias, all the different mediums. Like she was on YouTube, she had a blog, she was on Twitter. I'm not sure, are you on Facebook?
Yes.
I didn't follow Facebook too much,
okay.
but there was it was mostly Instagram, but the most interesting bit was YouTube. And not very many people, especially in this market, use YouTube to market their products. And when you watch her videos, even I who's not interested in cosmetics, it was interesting to watch to the end. Yeah. Like just the way she brought it, like from a marketer point of view, I was actually quite impressed. So I started following her work, what she's doing on her blog, how then again that translates on Twitter, and how she uses the different media. That was quite interesting.
I started following up her YouTube channel, and it is very fascinating. He is a Kenyan in Kenya, actually making YouTube work, because YouTube is a very kind of complex thing yet in Kenya, and she made people actually view YouTube videos from their smartphones. That was a big thing. It is one thing I've actually wanted to do for the longest period ever, and here's Sharon doing it. And she's actually doing it really good.
So you're jealous?
I'm not impressed. I'm a little challenged.
But it's good. But I want to know, where do you think we are as a country in terms of, he said it's a difficult period right now, but where are we as a country?
I think it's very clear that it's growing. I think you see more and more people on their phones. I think a lot of time media is consumed, be it like news or international news, entertainment news, it doesn't matter. A lot of it is consumed on your phone. And that has to do with social media, really and truly, be it headlines. And it's quick snippets of what you can consume. And same with YouTube, actually. I think a lot of content that's going up is now being customized to fit the YouTube platform. Be it news, comedy, doesn't really matter. Programs that were initially having their 1-hour slots on TV are now making sure that you can access it on YouTube. And it's because we're living in a society that's very selfish with their time, if I can say so. So if you tell me that the show only comes at 7 p.m. on a Saturday night, and I'm not at home to watch it, then I'll probably not consume it. But if you can make it available for me online, then a lot of people are going to be able to view it in that sense.
Njoka, do you see a sense in that? Do you see as if we are growing or we need to do much better than what we're doing now?
Well, I'd say we are growing quite fast. Actually, if you compare with the rest of the world, Kenya is probably growing faster than most economies out there. If you look, like for example, we are either number 1 or 2, or 2 or 3 in Twitter in Africa. That's after either South Africa or Nigeria that we keep shifting, depending on who's more active. Yeah. But you also look at like Facebook growth. It's going down in other countries, but in Kenya, like for example, we've grown by over 1 million in the past 1 year. So the usage of social media and the internet generally is growing very, very fast. And this is mainly, like she mentioned, due to smartphones. We have a lot of smartphones, very affordable smartphones. There's also internet everywhere, very, very fast internet. So now you're able to access more video, more people more platforms and everything.
In terms of branding, what challenges do you have you overcome over the past few years, probably, for you to attain the number of followers that you have on Twitter, perhaps?
I think in terms of branding, a lot of companies are run by, I think, I don't want to call them old people, but people who have a different mindset from us.
Yeah.
So they tend not believe that the social media influence you actually have, these are real people. So in terms of branding, you need to go an extra edge, like you see how I'm branded, so that once you have a touch and feel of who Ndela is in person, you tend to believe me more. If you can actually see me in person, if I can sit you down, if you can see me pushing your brand and it's actually working, if I can bring people to your event, if you can bring returns to your business, that's when you tend to believe me. But it's a bit, you need to go, you need to invest a lot. I think Sharon knows about investing in your brand. Yeah. You need to get the best of pictures, you need to get the best of hosting. I saw a blog went down. Yeah. You need to get the best of graphic designers. Yeah. You need a team to help you do this. And I have a team that is really amazing, that actually helps brand me and deliver my expectations.
Yeah. If I may ask, how do bloggers make money? Because that's the question that Kenyans really ask every time. And if I can just be nice, or you be nice to me, just tell me the range of how much you make, perhaps, in a month.
I think it depends. It depends. Be it if you're using Google Ads. Google is, I think, the biggest ad agents in the world. People actually get paid. If you visit my blog and if you click on an advert, I earn. In Kenyan shillings, I think, depending on the cost per click, you can earn, depending on your content, you can earn between 10 shillings to 50 shillings per click. That's one. You can have ads like which Sharon has on her blogs. Companies come and you put up a poster for them for like 150,000 shillings, 300,000 shillings, depending on the type of company that comes on board. And another thing I think that really determines how much you make as a blogger is the kind of traffic you get. The more traffic you get on your website, the more visits you get, the more money you make. A good blog getting around 5,000 people a day can get you roughly 100 or 200,000 a month.
Sharon.
You see, I agree with what he said, but I think also for me, what I try and look at my blog as, it's a platform for me to build my brand. And at first, I only saw my blog as the only source of income, and I enjoy blogging, so I really want to be able to do it full time. And it's only when I started to see it as a platform for me to grow my brand and to be able to share really and truly what This Is Us is about and what I am about. And that also, outside of that, it leads to other endorsements, be it being brand ambassador or hosting events on behalf of companies or something of the sort. So there's also a lot more. And I think once you start to grow that following that he talked about, then you're in a better position to, I don't know, it could even be like you've got your sweatshirt there. You
Looks
start
nice.
marketing
Looks
that
very
as well.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. So you're in a better position to try and actually create a tangible product or service and present that to that audience, and hopefully they'll bite into it.
Mbugwa, let's talk about what they're talking about, branding. Branding outside social media. You see corporate worlds or the corporate companies coming and reaching out to them and saying, you know what, I want you to be the face of my brand, perhaps, of my product. How do you move from branding from social media and now branding as a wholesale business, where that's where people are moving out to? You see, like Ndela has moved out of Twitter. Everyone now knows him. He's a celeb. He's a celeb. That kind of branding. What are the challenges that perhaps people like Ndela and Sharon Mundia may face when they want to get that branding off social media?
Okay, I think one of the things that you need to do is be good at something. That's the very first thing. If you wish to grow a strong brand, you need to be good at something. For example, she's good at fashion, he's good at influencing people. And these are the things that that have come along, they've built over a long time. They just didn't start this year. Most of people probably heard of them between last year and this year, but they've been doing this for years. So be good at something, be consistent, and keep focus.
My problem
relentless.
is social media like a trap for corporate companies, perhaps, because they think once you have created influence on social media, then we can go for you. Do you think? Let's hear it from the horse of this.
I think as
Corporate world's just targeting you or targeting anyone who's popular, famous on social media and saying, I want that guy to be the face of my product.
I think, as you said, you need to be good at what you do. I've got a lot of corporate sponsorship and jobs that I'm doing. It's because I'm good at what I'm doing. Definitely, I wouldn't want me as a corporate. I wouldn't want to associate myself with someone who's not influential or someone who's not in the same field that my interests lie in. So you need to be really good at what you're doing. You need to have the influence. You need to have the numbers. You need to speak something on social media and have that voice that people actually resonate with. If I have a product and I'm spending all my money on you and I'm not seeing the returns, it doesn't make sense. So definitely
strike you off.
Exactly. So companies actually target a lot of influencers who will push their products the way they want to.
The corporate companies which have approached you, are they doing what these guys are talking about? Are they really looking at you as a person before they look at you as a product?
I think so. I think to a great extent, like you mentioned, a lot of times maybe they don't really understand what exactly you do and how you do it. For my platform, because it's so attached to me and my personal opinions and interests, I only work with brands that I actually would love to use, or places I'd like to go to, or services I'd actually care to use. And for that reason, I've in the past turned down a lot of brands that I felt it just wasn't in line with what I do. It does not make any sense for me to talk about that. I don't really care about it. I'll probably never use it. Or we're still, I don't think anyone should be using that really and truly. And I think you just need to be very honest with yourself about the things that you care to use and make sure that you're communicating. See, the thing is, it's not like all they do is talk to at this is S on Instagram and at this is S on Twitter, and you start having you start communicating. You get into a meeting, they get to see your personality, they see if it's an actual fit, because a lot of times you're carrying their brand, and so the two of you need to be very well aligned and on the same page for it to actually make sense, in my case at least.
In your
so
case,
I think once you start having those conversations, then you cease to be just an outlet for them and just like a product, as you said. But at the same time, I almost see it as you've created a platform that has this number of people on it, and it's the same way a brand X could think, do I want to advertise on this magazine or do I want to advertise on this platform? Where will I really get most of my, where will I get the audience that I'm looking for and the kind of traction that I'm looking for? So I think there's that angle where it really, at the end of the day, is the business side. What can they get? But also, once you start having the interactions and it's easy to just be business and you start to meet the person, and it changes.
It changes everything.
Slight extent.
Oh, okay. All right, so Mbogwa, thank you very much for your insights tonight, but we'll still stick around with you.
Great.
And Ex-Jandela, you're my gang for Talk Central. I'm really sorry. This is Enso Sharon.
No girl.
But I actually think you're a great person. I love your blog.
Thank you.
I'll still continue reading it, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I hope you actually do. Not just saying it.
I wish you the very best in your engagement.
Thank you.
We hope to see your wedding very soon.
There will be a wedding very soon. You might see it.
Might see it.
Not sure yet.
Might see it. Am I invited, by the way? We should be invited. The guy and we should be invited. So this is S. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gracing our show tonight. We'll be back with a gang to talk about what's hot. Stay tuned. You are watching Talk Central. Welcome back. It's time for What's Hot, what has been happening over the week in Nairobi, in Kenya, and around the world. And with me now is the gang of Extiendela and Bogwa Gitao. And I know what you want to talk about. Let's just start with that. Snapchat making Kenya shine with Nairobi life. And so many people, for lack of a better word, were pissed by it. Bogwa, did you see that?
Yes, I saw that. I was actually quite amused by that. Well, not very many people use Snapchat, but then again, for Snapchat to recognize Nairobi as a location and create a story for Nairobi, that was actually quite interesting. What happened later was now the US, users in the US were actually quite pissed. Yeah. They're like, why do you have Snapchat in Nairobi and in our city you don't have that? Because not all the cities have on Snapchat, so to speak. So it was quite interesting, some of the things that they were bringing out.
Wait,
you saw some of the
just
tweets?
hold on to that. Let me read a few tweets here.
Yeah.
One from Daniel Wend. You say, things Snapchat has taught me today. People in Nairobi have cell phones. Christian DeVito, you say, not only do the people in Nairobi have smartphones, but they also have good service to Snapchat. Amani Ali Ibrahim, also in the United States, you say, I thought people in Nairobi are living in a war zone, thanks to changing my perspective. Really?
Kenya is one of the most active internet using nations in Africa. So I think it was very strategic for them to actually add Nairobi as a location, as they said, because they know if you have all these people tweeting, all these people Facebooking and Instagramming, why not Snapchatting? So it was a bold move, so to say. But I think it's ignorance. I don't know why people in America think we live in a bush.
Why didn't you have a comeback for that? You are a trendsetter. At least you should have hashtag someone tell America.
Nah. I think we're bigger than them. We're better. We're better than them.
We are better than them. You're right about that. Now, in Uganda, if you send something explicit on WhatsApp and those images are taken to the police, you're arrested for 5 years. What if that happens in Kenya? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, we saw some of that in the news and also in the blogs. It's quite interesting. Like, if that happens, to what extent? How do you know you sent that, or how does the police prove?
Apparently, what they say is that if I send you nude photo and then you take it to the police.
But
definitely.
But yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know if it happens in Kenya.
Yeah.
How many people are going to be arrested?
Well, I don't want to assume how many people send nudes in Nairobi.
Can you imagine the number of people who are going to be arrested?
A lot of people are going to be arrested.
What about that law from Uganda?
I think it's not a funny law. It's expecting something like that, because I think WhatsApp has in the past. I think in the past 1 month, I think there's a case in Italy where a marriage was ended because of a 40-year marriage was ended because of WhatsApp. And in the UAE, someone was stabbed in the behind because of removing someone from our WhatsApp group.
Oh wow! China is planning a dog eating festival this year, and there's a hashtag that was started in America. Hashtag Stop Yulin 2015, basically saying, can you stop eating dogs, by the way? Would you please stop eating dogs? Have you seen that conversation?
I've actually seen it, and it's very funny.
Why is it funny? Chinese have said that.
I think it's a clash of of cultures. Because these guys are so used to eating dogs. And those guys are so used to petting them. They're like, how do you eat a dog? And the other people are like, how do you not eat a dog?
So
like I think it's a clash of culture.
You can't tell us to stop eating chicken or stop eating cows.
They actually find it funny that we're eating cows. Do you know that?
Whom?
Chinese.
Really?
They find it funny that we are eating cows.
So they're like pets? Or...
And when we see them eating dogs, it's a problem to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So hashtag Stop Yulin 2015 is still going on. And now, Janet Mbogwa.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a sad story.
It is. It is.
Why is it a sad story?
It
It
is
is a very sad story.
I hadn't even started Bogua.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Bogo, as a man,
I haven't
Yeah.
even
I
started.
love my wife to
We
pick up
already
my
know. Okay, but you're talking about the most recent, yeah?
name. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It is sad.
It is sad.
It is
Very sad.
Why is it
Yeah,
sad?
carry on.
Bogua.
Carry
No,
on.
it's okay.
No,
Just go ahead.
Okay. Everyone knows that Janet Bogua got married to a very beautiful wedding,
Yes.
attended by so many people, very many personalities.
Yes.
Very,
But the
very
fact-
many few people.
Very many few people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't invited. Why you invited?
I was not also invited.
good
by
reason.
Hey. But Janet and Bogua getting married is really a big story for Kenyans because so many people are waiting for that wedding. It finally happened. So, and Bogua, you're catching feelings. Why?
I'm not really catching feelings, but then again, if she just, Bogua not really having to change the name. But I'm just saying on behalf of a lot of men who just thought she was...
Oh, wow.
I'm actually just surprised they didn't have Polek or somebody
Yeah.
hashtag on this one. It was quite sad, but congratulations, Janet. That's a great thing, and starting in that new chapter of our life. Yeah, that's interesting. Of course, a lot of people came out and said, it's very heartbreaking. I can't believe you do that to me.
Yeah.
After all the nights I would start up to watch her news.
Guys, I'll take you back memory lane. We have a segment called TBT and also have another segment called Viral. So what we're going to do is that we're going to watch a video and then you tell me if you remember what you're seeing on the video.
Okay.
All right? So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about TBT and Viral. Stay tuned. It is time to call it a night on Talk Central or hashtag TC. But before we do that, what better way than to throw you back in time? And I'm talking about Throwback Thursday, hashtag TBT. Have a look at this.
They really work.
Do you remember that advert? I'll ask Extendela.
Yes, I remember.
What advert was that?
Vix Kingo.
It was a very popular one.
Right.
It's a very
So many
popular
people
one.
could not get it, by
Really?
the way.
This one?
Yeah, so many people could not get it. I think they actually forgot the guy or forgot the face. Because I played it to my friends and I was like, was this Panadol? Was this actor? Was
I don't
this...
remember the script. But anyway, yeah.
All right, let's see the full video.
What's the matter?
Oh, I've got sore throat and my nose is blocked.
Here, try Vicks Kingo medicated throat lozenges. They've got Kingo medication with menthol and eucalyptus that clears the throat and clears the nose.
They really work.
One of my best adverts, by the way. It's good that you didn't forget. Did you have an idea?
Yeah, he had an idea.
Okay.
I was even talking along.
All right. Let's take a look at this video. It actually went viral this week. Take a look at what I'm talking about.
Very, very proud of the accomplishment. I don't want to diminish that accomplishment. The last few days of doing this shoot was about my life. It's not about the fanfare. It's not about people cheering in the stadium. It's not about going down the street and everybody giving you that a boy, Bruce, pat on the back. Okay? This is about your life. Caitlin doesn't have any secrets. Soon as the Vanity Fair cover comes out, I'm free.
Well,
What is it?
It's depressing.
Why is it depressing?
You've lived as a man all those years.
62.
62 years.
Yes.
As a man.
Yeah.
Then a father. Then a grandfather.
Yeah.
Then you want
What's
to
the
be a
problem with that?
grandmother.
Okay. What's the problem with that? Did you actually see the pictures, by the way?
I saw. And she actually,
You can't even say if it's she or he.
it actually looked better than the
Wow.
ex-wife.
Wow. Bogua?
We had this argument all day yesterday.
She looked better than the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you hear him?
yeah, I had him. I'm ignoring that fact. I'm not going to comment on that naturally.
Yeah.
But I'm indifferent about the whole topic. I don't know whether to be pissed, happy, congratulate her, be sad, think this is the end of the world.
Yeah, it's a her now.
Well, they insisted on
So I think we just have
Her.
to insist on that. It's a her now because even the president, the United States President Barack Obama, referred to it, as you say, as her and congratulated her for her transformation. And by the way, she's getting an award for that.
Look at it in a Kenyan perspective. You go home and then you find your father a mother now.
Mom.
I get your point, but I really don't want to focus on that. I really don't even want to picture it.
It's actually
But
disturbing.
hey.
That's why I'm not giving it much thought because the more you think about it,
Yeah.
the more twisted it seems. So like, what do the grandchildren call him?
Yeah.
Okay, here probably it will be Uka, Shosho. Yeah, there it's like grandma, grandpa, like I
This
don't
is
know.
a very difficult topic to talk about.
I don't know what to feel about it.
Guys, thanks very much for gracing our show tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Mbogwa Getao,
Thank you. Thank you.
Extiendela.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll be following this trend.
Sure.
We'll be following this trend. You have been watching Talk Central. Remember, the conversation continues on our Twitter handle at K24TV. The hashtag is TC. That simple. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later on K24 Evening Edition.